Welcome to the Long Run. I'm Joel.
And I'm Christine.
What are we doing today?
Well, today it is time for us to tell you about our financial goals and did we accomplish anything?
All right, let's get to it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Just as a note, if you are here for the grocery hauls, we'll have a timestamp so you know where we started showing the shop with me's.
That's right. All right, so we start off each month with our no spend days, and those spends include anything that's not essential, like electricity, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Things that are recurring every month. We don't count those as spending because you have to pay those rent, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Anything extraneous, like going out to eat or going to the parks or going and buying an Icy Coke or Dr. Pepper or something. Those are things we count as spending. And so for our no spend days, we were going for 19 days this month. And is that right? Is that right? We only got 8.
Yeah, that's right.
8 days.
8 days. A lot happened, but
Yeah.
we did have company with our son and daughter-in-law, and little Minnie was here, and they stayed for a week.
Yeah.
Right there, that was 7 days out. Not that we spent money every day that they were here, but we did most days. And then we did some other things and stuff, and before you know it,
8. Yeah.
8.
So we'll hold that over 19. We'll hold it over for October. No promises, but
it's not looking good.
Not looking good so far.
It's October 7th.
No. Yeah.
So far, not looking good.
Not looking good. All right, so let's check on our sinking funds. We put $500 into our emergency fund. And then we did, for our car fund, we put $200 into that, which we're saving up for a new car or car expenses that come from that. Gifts, we didn't put anything in that, but we do have that fully funded right now. Travel, we don't have anything in that. Car insurance, we did $150. As we know, we pay our car insurance every 6 months. We save up for it through a sinking fund, and then we pay it all at one time, and we get a discount for paying it all at one time. And then our little mini fund, we have a little fund we have for her that we can just buy stuff if we need to, clothes, diapers, wipes, whatever they need, toys, whatever they need.
That's our granddaughter.
Yeah. So we do have that. Let's see. Those are all of our sinking funds.
Just as a note, if you're wondering about the tax thing, we still haven't fully got that settled. Like they sent us some money, but then they sent us a letter with a different amount saying they were sending us that money. So, but it's still not what.
It's not what we originally thought.
Yeah.
So,
but even if they just send us something and we can put this chapter behind us, that would be nice too.
Be done. All right. So next we're going to do our grocery total, but before we do that, we're going to cut away for
some shop with me's. We're taking you in the store.
That's right. We'll be right back.
Jill grabbed a bag of grapes. As you can see, they are in the circular this week at $1.29 per pound, so that's a good price. I think I'm also going to grab some apples. So they're only $1.89 if I can find that bag. Okay, so these are the bags of Gala apples, but to be honest, I love Red Delicious, and they're only $1 more for the whole bag. So I'm gonna grab one bag of Red Delicious apples instead. We're gonna get 1 5-ounce of spinach. There we go. Spinach right there. They're showing it as an Aldi Saver at $2.89, but honestly, it's been $2.89, so I don't know if it went up at some point, but that's what their old normal price has always been. We are also getting some carrots for a recipe, and it is $1.39 for the bag. Okay, and we're getting 1 pack of bread for our son, $1.39. All right, as you know, we normally buy Parmesan in the block, but empty, so instead we're buying this here. On Aldi Saver right now, it's $2.19, but it's pre-shredded. We don't normally buy pre-shredded, but there it is. Okay, and for one of our recipes, we needed a can of diced tomatoes. Oh, that's fire roasted. It's right
Oh, here we
there.
go. Here's some right here.
Oh, okay. You have to look in between.
Yeah.
All right, so what we got here? Just plain diced tomatoes. And we're also gonna grab some tomato paste, probably. We're gonna be making pulled pork. And so we make our own barbecue sauce. So when we are out of tomato paste, we usually buy like 4 or 5 at a time so that it's always in the cabinet when we make our barbecue sauce. We also need 2 cans of corn for one of our recipes, and that's 63 cents each. So grabbing a thing of dark chocolate chips. Some of the recipes that I'm gonna make have, they're gonna be muffins anyway, and I may add some chocolate chips to those muffin recipes, or some of them. It's $2.89. Oh, there's the semi-sweet. It was also $2.89 each. So we got 1 dark and 1 semi-sweet. We are also going to get some Alfredo sauce. And, you know, I'm all for making as much as possible at home as you can. But also, you know, if you can get Alfredo sauce for $1.69, you're hardly going to be able to make it for less than that. So we're going to go with this one. We also, for one of our recipes, something we're making, we needed 2 cans of evaporated milk. So there's one, there's the other one right there. Diced tomatoes with green chilies, or, you know, some people call it rotel. Got 3 cans of it. How much is that?
95 cents.
95 cents each. Okay, I know this isn't the dark chocolate bar I normally get, but that's mint dark chocolate. I like that. And I haven't even tasted it yet. It's gonna be good, right? Don't pay attention to him. He don't like mint. We got 2 cream cheeses for our recipe and
$1.75.
$1.75 for each one. All right. They've gone up 10 cents per pound on chicken, so it's $2.49 per pound here. But I mean, it's still cheaper than at Walmart, where it's usually $2.67. It's time to restock the coffee. It started going pretty fast when son and daughter-in-law and I were both drinking it all on the same day. 3 different cups being made. We started going through it. All right, so we're getting the black silk because I usually get like this, like the regular medium roast, and I just want to try something a little different. So I think this is the price. All right, so we're getting an 18 count of eggs, $5.57.
Yep.
And Joel was just checking to make sure there weren't any cracked ones in there. Always recommend doing that. All right, we're picking up our son 2 of those cookies and cream Pop-Tarts to last him the rest of the month. And Joel got his creamer, which was $2.87, I think. We make our own ranch seasoning mix at home. This is an optional ingredient, but I think that it really needs it. But it lasts a really long time as long as you refrigerate it. And you'll make ranch seasoning packet mixes like many times before you run out of this. All right, and for one of the muffin recipes, yes, pumpkin, it's a 2 ingredient mix, but you do use a cake mix. Normally I like to make things from scratch, but I would have to have so many ingredients to make it spiced. So it recommended just buying the cake mix, and I was like, that sounds like saves me time.
There's pudding in the mix.
There's pudding in the mix? Okay, all right. So, yeah. Looks like it's $1.74 for each one. And we needed some flour for the various muffin recipes we're going to be making over the next couple of weeks. And $2.43. I'm going to grab some bananas like I always do. They're 50 cents per pound. All right, we will be grabbing 1 bulb of garlic. Muffin but possibilities.
That's right.
How much is that?
$3.48.
$3.48.
Yep.
All right, we are also grabbing some egg whites. I usually use 3 tablespoons of egg whites every day in my breakfast with my eggs, and that equals 1 egg. This carton, it was $4.37, and it's like having 20 eggs, which right now is probably a better deal. But anyway, it's a good way to stretch your eggs a little bit, like just add some egg whites into your eggs, and then you don't have to use as many eggs that are whole eggs. This thing of basil right here, $5.24. This is my dark chocolate chips. I use them for overnight oats, things like that. Or if I make a yogurt bowl, I might throw a few in there. $2.97 for this bag. We're also grabbing one thing of the reduced sodium chicken broth just for our stockpile, $1.37. Grabbing one of these. Looks like it's on clearance for 75 cents. My bunch of bananas, and they are 50 cents per pound. Grabbing one of these bags of baby red potatoes, $3.27 for the bag. We're grabbing 2 bell peppers for a recipe. I don't remember which one. It's a new one that we will be recording, so be sure to subscribe. So I'll also grab some grapes, and they were
$1.98 per pound.
$1.98 per pound.
And we're back. So our total for the month was $456.34. Now, I know if you've been watching us for a while now, you're thinking, whoa, wait a minute.
Y'all don't ever spend that much.
Never spend that much. But we did, like we said, we had our family in, and we spent a little bit more for that.
Son, daughter-in-law, and
Yeah.
baby
That's right.
who has started eating.
That's right.
So, a little bit.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we did spend a little bit more than what we expected. We did buy some chicken, I think, this time too, and that usually takes us through a couple of months. So, but yeah, so that's where it was. Well, we're totally expecting that to come back down in October.
Back to our norm.
Back to our norm.
Just a little heads up on October. We already haven't been home for several days, and so all the food that we have has been pushed back.
That's
So
right.
we probably won't have near about as much on groceries. But anyway, the last thing that you saw in also we'll put a little clip here of the eggs that we got at Sam's Club. They are cage-free eggs, and I think they were $2.54 per dozen.
Yep.
And that was thank you to one of our followers who commented on one of our videos and told us that he thought that Sam's Club eggs were cheaper than Walmart and Aldi's.
Yep.
And
He was
sure
right.
enough, so anyway, if you have Sam Club's membership, you might want to check that out. You might be getting cage-free eggs for the same price or cheaper than what you're getting conventional eggs at Aldi or Walmart.
That's right.
Just saying. And we only had to buy, it was like, was it 3 dozen in each thing or 2 dozen? It was 2 dozen in each. So you wouldn't have to buy like more eggs than you think you could actually
That's right.
consume. And 2 dozen isn't too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
So, yeah.
All right, so that left $143.67, which went to our household essentials, which we use for household essentials like toiletries or light bulbs if the light goes out, and stuff like that. That's what we use that for.
Yep.
All right, side hustles. We didn't do any again in September. It's not looking good for October right now.
Neat. We just get out there and do it.
Yeah, that's kind of where we are on those.
Yep. And that's all of our financial goals.
Yep.
We want to thank you if you are a new subscriber to our channel. We are coming up on our 5th anniversary, and we are like super close to having 2,500 subscribers. So it would mean a lot to us if we made it to 2,500 before our anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just because that sounds so good to be able to say 2,500 instead of 2,479.
Yeah.
Nice. It would be nice to be able to say that.
That's right.
So if you don't mind, be sure to subscribe and share our channel out so that more people get to know who we are, because we're a small channel and we don't get viewed a lot. So
Yeah.
So anyway, we also have 2 other channels. He has a channel called Adventures on the Long Run, and it's a travel channel. If you like Disney content or just travel in general, be sure to check that out. We also have one that is for our health goals and for his running content, and it's called Fit for the Long Run.
Yep.
And it's really, really new and very, very small. It's like 28 subscribers right now.
Yeah.
So if you want to subscribe to either one of those, I will have those linked in the description.
All right. Well, I think that's going to do it today. Drop some comments below. Let us know how your budget goals are going. We'd love to know that. We always say this. It's never too early or too late to set up budget goals for a week, for a day, for a week, for a month, for a year, however you want to do that. Never too late to do that. Also, our thoughts and prayers are going out to everyone affected by Hurricane Helene. We do have some friends and family that have been affected by that up in Tennessee and North Carolina. If you'd like to donate to that, we're going to put a link down in the description below to an organization that we love that I think that's doing great work in that area. If you'd like to donate to that, it'll be there as well.
And also Hurricane Milton is coming this direction.
Yep.
And more so, it could be a very rough situation for the people on the west coast of Florida. So again, that by the time that you watch this video, that may be also someone that you could give to.
That's right.
As well.
That's right.
Through Samaritan's Purse.
All right. I think that's going to do it today. For the long run with Joel and Christy, I'm Joel.
And I'm Christy.
Don't forget the long run. Give yourself a little grace.
Bye.